It's week 9 of the NFL, and we've got the Condors, leader at quarterback. He comes in second in the league in passing yards this season. It's the Condors and the Black Knights, and it's coming up next on EA Sports.
Welcome in, everyone, to this presentation of the National Football League on EA Sports. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. Greg, it's that time of the year. A little bit more urgency. The calendar page turns to November. We kind of know who the good teams are. The midpoint of the NFL season, always a great time to take a step back and look ahead to what's down the road for us.
Yeah, no doubt. And I always felt, even as a player, that you never really knew how good you were as a team or how good everyone else around the league was until you kind of got to this point in the year. November, December football. That's really where teams separate themselves from the pack, and that's where playoff...
Stage is set. Ball is on the tee. And off we go on EA Sports. A safe kick taken at the 5. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. This crowd ready in anticipation. Their offense taking the field for the first time. Leading this offense, their veteran quarterback.
Really solid all-around performance last week, Mike, and I think the biggest factor that led to the win is his ability to continue to protect the football. He executed the offense, ran it exactly how they designed all week in practice. Now, it might not have been earth-shattering performance statistically, but they got the win. If he can continue to play that style of ball, it's going to be a tough group to match up with.
Here's 2nd and 9. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Now they'll set up to throw. Open man, right side. He's got it. 13 yards on the catch there, and that will be a 1st down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
He'll drop to throw. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
He just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot. One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Here's 2nd and 6. Now here's a keeper on the zone read. He's going nowhere. Going to lose yardage on that play.
The key to running the read option, Mike, is that the timing has to be just right. If it's too slow getting going, a lot of the times defenders can get in the backfield and cause havoc, and that's exactly what happened here.
They'll try to set up the screen here. Good-looking screen play there. A gain of 11 and a 1st down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A 1st down. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to wind up uncatchable out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Now a give up the middle. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Back to throw. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he's going to have the 1st down. They convert on 3rd, and it sets up a 1st and goal.
What an impressive drive this has really been, and it's a combination of big plays and 3rd down conversions. Now after that last 3rd down pickup, it's 1st and goal. They got a chance to finish this really impressive drive and come away with 6.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
Looked like a pass protection breakdown. They had 5 offensive linemen and a running back in the backfield. I promise you, somebody was assigned to that linebacker, but he timed the blitz perfectly. He ran through and was able to bring him down for a big sack.
And he won't get away. Good open field tackle there to get him down behind the line.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
So the last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. They'll throw out of the gun. Oh, got him again the 2nd time with a sack on this opening drive.
His defensive line clearly has a beat on this offense. They've got to find a way to settle their pass protections. If they want to be able to get their quarterback in any sort of established rhythm and timing going forward, they're going to have to do a lot better job protecting them early in this game. That's already 2 sacks allowed. You know, they did a lot of good things on this opening drive, Mike. I know they stalled out once they got down there into the red zone. They're going to need to work on finishing some of these drives as this game moves along. But that's a good 3 points to start this game.
Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. So the visitors ready to go on offense here for the first time. They'll be led out by a young man who's making a name for himself, their rookie quarterback.
And he's coming off a game where he's pretty much held in check for the majority of the contest. He had a couple nice throws here and there, and I think that's what gives this team hope that he is the quarterback for the future, Mike, because when he's on, it looks like big boy football. The problem is they just don't see it enough. He didn't get into any sort of established rhythm, never found the end zone, and of course he had the 1 interception. I think today, get him off to a good start, get an idea of what the defense is looking to do to counter you, and find some easy layups to get this quarterback going. I think last week they weren't able to do it. And if they don't find early success today, I have a feeling the result might not be all that different.
To the air now on 1st and 10. That one complete to Johnson. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They face 2nd down and 7. Back to the air one more time. This one on target for Johnson.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is. That's a heck of a stop by this defense early in this game, Mike, and it sets up a decision for the offense. You might be a little too far away to attempt a realistic field goal, or you might be a little too close to get anything out of the punt unit. I think I'm keeping the offense on. I'm trying to extend this drive, and I'm being aggressive here early.
And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. The Black Knights offense ready to see the football for the 2nd time. They had the field goal on the opening drive to take the early lead, see if they can improve on it here. 3-0 is our score, and it's 1st and 10.
Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
They'll look to throw. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
And this defense having nothing of that, they get him down behind the line. They need 8 as they come up for third down. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25. A big play on that one. 47 yards. So a big third down hookup takes us to the break. 3-0 is our score. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. He'll look to throw. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throw away.
Well, that's certainly one way to bounce back here defensively after giving up a huge explosive play on the previous snap. To bounce back and come away with a sack. Now you find yourself in 2nd and long. You can catch your breath, and the opportunity to get off the field has just gone up.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From out of the gun, he'll throw. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
He does a fantastic job, Mike, of not only locating the ball in the air, but then attacking it hands on hands. That's exactly something they work on every week in practice. Great job translating those drills into a live game.
And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The Condors offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he is in the midst of a sensational season, currently 2nd in the NFL in passing yards. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quickly to the outside and complete.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
Over the middle, it's Harrison. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. Oh, he won't get there. Looking for a cutback lane. It never opened up. And now it's 4th down.
The idea here for this offense is you're not really thinking necessarily touchdown. You're thinking first down. Let's get a fresh set of downs here and reset. But in this case, they suffer a loss, and it brings up 4th down.
Here's their punter now, and he is hoping to improve on his first attempt. And no run back here. Fair catch taken at the 17-yard line. The Black Knights offense getting set to get back to work. They'll look to build on their 3-0 lead as this drive starts with a 1st and 10. This drive will start on the ground. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
On the toss, they'll run. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard. Here's a 3rd and 10.
It's now 3rd and 10.
He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike. How well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
This brought in out past the 20. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up 3rd down. Throwing now from the gun. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
And this offense just cannot get anything going right now on 3rd down. If you ask any offensive play caller throughout the entire league, Mike, the importance of 3rd down, maintaining possession, making the defense stay on the field and have long extended drives, it is critical to not only scoring points, but ultimately winning in the NFL.
The Black Knights offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. The pressure too much, and he goes down.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. He's going to let this one go deep. A big connection to flip the field as they get across midfield on that one.
The defense is just going to have to find a way, Mike, frankly, to just make this more challenging from the time the quarterback has in the pocket to the amount of separation the receiver has downfield. At this level, that is just too easy. They've got to tighten up both their coverage and find a way to get some pressure on the quarterback. Because if they don't do either, expect a lot more big chunk plays like we just saw there.
This one complete right side. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll throw it left and has his running back. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. They'll look to throw yet again. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Here's 3rd and 2. He'll try to get this one on the ground. What a pickup, a gain of 18. And it sets up first and goal.
Wow, this is the advantage to having a really effective passing game, Mike, as the defense now tries to adjust to stopping you through the air. It's a lot easier to mix it up and run the ball. There's a lot less defenders in there trying to stop you.
They've got it at the 8, first down and goal. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. So the ball's still at the 8-yard line for second down and goal. A handoff as they try to run it here. Oh, making guys miss, and he's in. Touchdown, Black Knights. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
The PAT, up and good. And the Black Knights are out to a 10-0 lead. On the return, here's James. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Condors offense back onto the field for their next possession. And nothing doing from the offense just yet. Down 10-0 as they come up with first and 10.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The Black Knights offense and their running back set to go once more. The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Quick throw here is complete. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. They go 5 receivers for 3rd down and 4. Now they'll set up to throw. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
This play is actually really well defended here. But I'll tell you, Mike, as you know, my philosophy is the tight end is always open, and this just supports my case.
Quick throw out wide. It's caught. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. Greg and I will be right back after this. 2nd down and 3. They'll look to throw again.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
They'll try and throw for it on 3rd and 1. Open man, left side. He's got it. That's the second time they connect on this drive. This one good for 13 yards.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Quick throw, taken in, and they'll take this down inside the 35. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Got his man at the 6. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line.
Man, they're just running this 2-minute drill to complete perfection. It is such a point of emphasis of every offense, Mike. These end-of-half scenarios to come away stealing points make a big impact on the outcome of the game. And they're knocking on the door here, 1st and goal. And at the very least, got to come away with some points.
Back to throw. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And he's not going to be able to get away. Very good coverage on the perimeter. It goes down as a loss of yards. Now another timeout called by this offense. They have 1 remaining, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go until halftime. Now here's 2nd and goal. Back to the air one more time. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Good drive now faces a tough conversion. It is 3rd and long. And this throw out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Black Knights will open up a 13-0 lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Condors offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. They find themselves down 13-0 here. As they try to get things started offensively, it's 1st and 10. That one complete to Johnson. Now this offense going to use the first of their timeouts. The clock is stopped for 26 seconds until the break. They'll look to throw. Right back to Johnson. He's got it again. And he's going to have the 1st down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well. To the outside, he's got Harrison.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Pressure gets there, and down he goes. Now this defense will use a 3rd and final timeout, as that'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Here's the punter now, as he's on for the 5th time this afternoon. A fair catch taken, and they're going to start right at their own 20-yard line. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. They will start it on the ground to run that clock. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. So we have reached the intermission in what is right now a 13-point game. As we head back stateside to Orlando, Florida, check in with Jonathan Coachman. The coach has the EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. More from you and Greg in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here and what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. These two teams making their way back out of their locker room, so that means we're just about set for the second half. And to bring it your way, we go back out to Mike and Greg.
We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The Condors offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And really, he has not produced a whole lot of highlights as we thought about coming in that he could be a featured back in this one. Instead, no running lanes, no room to operate, stuck at the line of scrimmage, and generally taking this offense out of its flow. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Tight end going in motion here. On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
We'll go right back to Harrison. He's got him again. A nice throw there by the rookie, and he earns his guys a 1st down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it, because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
Not much there. Maybe a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9. And he fought through one tackle, stayed on his feet, but they'll get him down for no gain.
Shotgun draw, trying to catch him off guard here, Mike, but the defense was having none of it. Thought it took a little too long to develop. Gave that defense enough time to get back there, stopping for no gain.
That's caught. Left side. It's complete. 17 yards on that play. That's enough for a 1st down. Now a give on the ground. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. It is 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way. And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
This will be returned from the 6. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The home team's offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now, they're trying to keep it going. Up the middle they go. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down. Now, after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. They face second down and 7. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. His 8th reception of the game. And good for a first down.
Great pre-snap recognition here by the quarterback. He looks outside and sees man coverage, and he knows exactly where he's going to go with the ball. Now it's up to the receiver to create separation at the top of the route. Ball's on time, great placement, nice big pickup.
First and 10. There's that man again. Another catch. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Mike, you've heard me say it 1,000 times. The easiest down to throw the ball in the NFL is first down. I hate when teams wait till later in the possession to throw the ball. So early first down completion, you're on the plus side of the field. Now you're thinking strike. Touchdown, field goal. But either way, I'm coming away with points.
Here's second and 9. He'll get this out to his running back. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage. On third down, they'll set up to throw. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. They get 14 on that hookup, and that will be a first down.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they don't necessarily even have to see the running back in the check down. They can just feel him. It allows them to keep their eyes downfield, allow their tight ends and wide receivers to continue to work open. In this case, nice job by the quarterback getting that ball in his hands and letting him do the rest after the catch.
In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5.
Brings up second and 5 at the 13-yard line.
They'll look to throw yet again. That one is caught in the back of the end zone. Touchdown, Black Knights.
What separates the really good quarterbacks from everybody else in the National Football League, Mike, is not only ability to process, but the ability to process quickly under pressure. And I think that's exactly the case here. He's able to go through his progression, find his target in the end zone, and then deliver that ball on time, accurately, and the result is a touchdown.
The extra point is good. And the Black Knights will extend this third quarter lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. Now an opening past the 30. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The visitors' offense make their way out to take over once more. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. First and 10. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. Second and 7. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down. They'll try to set up the screen here. And he's going to have the first down. So they convert on third down with a pickup of 9.
First down, Condors.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Sometimes, Mike, your greatest strength can also be a little bit of your weakness. In this case, he is so used to being able to buy more time with his feet, extend the play, give his targets more time downfield to uncover. In this case, nothing materializes, tried to do too much, and as a result, takes a big loss.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. This one complete right side. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. Throwing now on 3rd and long. He's got his man complete to Johnson. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
Points have certainly been hard to come by in this one today, Mike, but it seems like this drive has been what they've been searching for. A little bit of rhythm, the ability to sustain. Now they got to finish. Now they got to capitalize on these first downs and go finish with 6.
Look wide. Get this one complete. Well, it's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Putting the tight end in motion. They'll throw here on 3rd and short. That's to the left side. Taken in by Harrison. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. That's caught by Harrison right side. And he's in. Touchdown, Condors.
Just a beautiful ball there by the quarterback. And the point I want to make here, Mike, and make sure the viewer understands is, in the NFL, if you have to wait for a guy to be open
and before the try, remember, it is a touchdown. All scoring plays are reviewed, so replay will confirm this one before we do anything else. So take away the touchdown. The officials rule, in fact, he did not get the football across the plane of the goal line. So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Well, a chance to get right back in it here. First down and goal. Now they'll pitch it out here. What a move! He's in. Touchdown, Condors. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
The extra point is up and through. And the Condors are able to cut the deficit to 10. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The home team's offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. Look at him stay on his feet as he's able to shimmy his way for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Throwing now from the gun. He keeps it himself. A big play there on the scramble. 39 yards.
And this is when it just gets very frustrating as a defense, because this is what it's been like all day. The pass rush is good, but just not quite good enough. They let him slip through, and he burns them with big yardage.
Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. A handoff here, up the middle, and that'll be a pickup of 3. Now they'll set up to throw. Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted. And the Condors are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
The visitors' offense ready to see what they can do. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. Here's a zone read to start the drive. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards.
Good decision by the quarterback. In this situation, all you're looking to do is have a positive play. He decides to pull it, and that's exactly what he's able to do.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete.
Can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right. And I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the 4th quarter.
Condors getting their punt team out there as they are forced to kick for the 6th time today. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Short pass taken in by the tight end. And it'll be a short pickup that's not enough for the 1st down. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. He'll drop to throw. Open man, right side. He's got it.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense. Automatic 1st down.
1st and 10 now from the 36. Back to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the 4th quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock, and without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back.
And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's a 2nd and 6.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
So instead of celebrating a touchdown, he's just heading back to his huddle trying to keep his head up as everyone kind of looks at him sideways. If that ball hits your hands at this level, you've just got to make the catch. That's what your quarterback's counting on. That's what your teammates are counting on. Frankly, that's what this entire stadium is counting on.
So on 4th down, they'll call out the field goal unit. This from extra point range, a 33-yard field goal attempt. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Black Knights add on to their lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The visitors' offense ready to get back to work. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And he won't get away. Good open field tackle there to get him down behind the line.
To play corner in this league, Mike, you have to have great reactions and instincts. In this case, he trusts those instincts from the jump, and he's able to send the offense going backwards as a result.
Throwing right, it's taken in. And he's going to be taken down at the 37. Here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Back to the air one more time. Thrown into a sea of bodies, but it's complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Fires quickly. It is complete on the slant. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They clearly have a mismatch in their favor, and every time they've looked his way, he's continued to make big plays. If I'm this coordinator, I think I'm giving him one more shot and see if he can push this thing over the goal line and come away with 6.
We'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target.
Complete to number 86. It's a gain of 3. 1st down, Condors.
They can still get a 1st down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. He pulls it in around the 5. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate. That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. That's taken in And he's not going to get away. They get him down right after the catch. Great rally to the ball to force a turnover on downs.
So the offense finds themselves in a tough situation. They're down by 2 scores late in this game. They know this is a prime opportunity. They need to play for a touchdown. And instead, the defense makes a huge stand, and they got a chance now to close this game out.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. They'll begin with a zone read. And maybe the quarterback should have given that one away. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but that's all.
A lot of defense's strategy of defending the zone read, Mike, is we want that quarterback to pull the ball. It's one of their few chances throughout the course of the game where they can get their hits on him. And in this case, they're able to hold them to no gain.
And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold them to 2 and bring up third down. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off. After this, you've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's third down. They'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
That's taken in at the 50. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The visitors' offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They've got great starting position with a short field as they try to get back in this one. It is first and 10. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Defense has a chance to all but end this game, but they can't secure the interception, and now the offense has new life. But is there enough time? Do they have enough opportunities still to find themselves in position to go try to pull this one out?
And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. And down he goes. Now another timeout called by this offense. They have 1 remaining. At the stoppage with just over 50 seconds. Under pressure, he's going to go down again. They've sacked him for a second consecutive time. This is caught. He's got a long way to go. And he's going to be out of bounds, nowhere close to the yellow line. And that is a turnover on downs. The Black Knights offense ready to get back at it. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with first down. Victory formation, defense powerless to stop. And that should just about do it. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So the fans gonna head home happy. It's a win for the hometown squad. They're able to bounce back after a difficult loss a week ago, respond with a much better overall performance, and it culminates in a victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.